You killed my brother.
Whatever you pray for is about to happen, so y'all just drink plenty of water, because we ain't stopping.
We are on the set of biopic, the Teresa Rose story, First Lady of EMS. This is the family.
What's up, everybody? Listen, I came to Omega Mindset. It was absolutely phenomenal. Listen, I'm excited about what's going on in them, through them, and by them, and for them. It's going to be amazing. Y'all be looking out for it. All right, take care.
Hello, everyone. Hi. Hello, everyone. I'm here making the cut. You see, I came prepared. I got on one of my jackets from one of our shows. Y'all, I just got finished filming. I'm about to shoot another movie on Monday. God is good. I woke up on this side of the dirt, that side up there, and not down there. What about y'all? Okay. So I haven't seen you in a minute. It's me, Tressa Azarel, coming back from making the cut. First of all, before I bring up our fantastic guest for tonight, somebody I am extremely proud of, I want to make sure that you know that Making the Cut has many episodes that you have not seen. I want you to go back and watch them. Okay. Make a commitment to yourself. You're going to learn so much. You're going to become inspired, motivated. You're going to get tons of knowledge. Go back and watch those other episodes of Making the Cut on the Megamind Media YouTube channel. If you're new here, say hello. I'm new, my first time. Make sure you subscribe. We need you as a subscriber because you're missing out on all the good. So anyway, I want to get into what's happening tonight and to bring up our guest, Lynette J. Blackwell, writer, producer, overall just lover of God, sister friend, wife, mom. She does it all, which means you can do it all too. Because here on Making the Cut, we try to show you that there's proof that people are out here living out their dreams, that you can't let anything stop you. You can't let lack of motivation stop you. You can't let lack of funding. You can't sit out there going, oh, why? I can't do that. Not me. I don't have the credentials. We're not doing nothing, none of that. Making the Cut is about presenting people, seeing if they make the cut with their projects to go to the next level. So without further ado, I'm bringing up our guest for tonight, Miss Lynette J. Blackwell. Lynette, you are an easy introduction, baby. Easy.
Thank you.
And I don't know if you saw what I posted not long ago. It's only been up a little short time. I want everybody to go see it on my Instagram page, CEO Azarel on Instagram. I want you to go look at this because it was such an easy post for me. I was like, oh, what can I say about Lynette tonight being on Making the Cut? And for those of you who did not see it, I want to be clear. I want you to go see it so you can just read the timeline. But I met Lynette in 2020, in March of 2020. I was hosting a summit. I've been teaching about film and television since 2018. In 2020, I hosted a conference and Lynette was at the conference. It was my very first time meeting her. And she was skeptical. She's like, what are y'all talking about? What do y'all know? All I know is I want to get my movies done. And I was like, I like her. I like her vibe. And so she joined my mentorship program. And we quickly became friends because she talked about all the things that I love to talk about. She loves God. She's a mom, talks about her kids. She's a wife. And so we quickly made a connection. And I soon learned that she had all these skill sets. And then she started working on my movie sets. We've been working on her projects together, her writing projects. She's written short films, featured on BET. She had a movie come out where she co-wrote with another fellow mentee, Julene. And she's just had all of this success. And so when she told me that she was going to self-fund, that means raising the money on her own for her film, I was like, oh, this is going to be great because she has all the skill sets. She's worked in all these positions. She's had her head dunked in the water, right? She didn't cry. You know, as filmmakers, if you don't cry a good cry, you ain't really doing nothing, right? And so I was so proud to just see her pull it all together and make this really come to fruition. And so her new movie Urban Flesh Eaters. She's making the cut tonight. Yeah, honey, she came dressed. Look, I came dressed too. I was like,
Yes, we
let me put
twinning.
on, yeah, I was like, let me put on some film gear. Because we like we got it out the mud, honey, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I am just so happy that not only did you produce the movie, but we're gonna need everybody to watch it on September 23rd, right? And so you can talk about that later, but I know we're going to be bringing in Maurice tonight, one of your cast members. I know we're going to bring Chantal on, one of your cast members. I know we're going to bring one of the members of your producing team on. Is there anybody else that I'm missing?
Ashley, another cast member.
Another cast member will be coming on. So I want to jump right in, Lynette, and start with you so that we can get them in. And they'll let us know who will bring up first. But my biggest question for you is, how does it feel after going through all of the down moments? Because people love to talk about the good moments, right? Everybody on social media, they on the red carpet. Look at me now, I look good. But we know filmmaking has some rough moments. And you were able to surpass all of that. You were able to come out strong. Like, how does it feel to when you think back with navigating all of that? What does that feel like today, knowing I made it?
That middle part is ghetto, okay? It's ghetto as heck because it's so much that happens that people don't understand. Like you said, they think that they see the red carpet and it's glamorous, and it is. It's a lot of fun. But from that pre-production to that production to the post to red carpet, it's a whole lot of stuff that happens in between that people don't always realize. And it wasn't until you threw me in to projects, and I say through because that's what you did. You were disrespectful for what you did to me, but I learned so much. And I think when I met you in 2020, all I told you is I want to be a writer. I want to be a writer. I want to be a writer. I didn't want to do anything else. I didn't know about no casting. I didn't want to do no casting. I didn't want producing, um, production coordinating, none of that. And I met you. I told you I wanted to be a writer, and then I got into your mentorship, and then got on your first set actually in 2020 because I did see your post. It was actually 2020. I worked on my first set in the pandemic. I
Wow.
worked in on Holiday Heartbreak
Oh, I have to
as
change it. I gotta add that to the credentials, honey.
yes, in the pandemic, mask and all, working on as a casting associate. So that was my first taste of Megamind Media, because as a mentee, you allowed us to come on sets. So I was able to come on your set, and it was an amazing time. And I didn't want it to stop. I knew then that I wanted to be. This is what I wanted to do for the rest of my life, and I was going to do whatever I needed to do to make it happen. So I think people need to know what it's like to really get through it. You have to. The hands-on experience is everything. I don't care what you learn in class or on YouTube University. You have to get in there because I've been in craft services, catering, production, production coordinator, production
Lynette,
assistant.
I want you to stay right there for just a second because that was one of the questions I was going to ask you. I think it's important for people to know, yes, you are an executive producer and a producer of this project, but can you just run it back, name some of the you can name the titles of what you've done, or you can just tell us the jobs. What have you done on all these other sets that has now prepared you to become an effective producer and executive producer?
Well, definitely, I want to say the nucleus of every production is definitely the production, the producing team, the production office, the production part of it, because you see everything that comes in and out. And you are a part of every department. You see every email that's going out. You're working with every department, and that right there, I knew Because I think initially when I started working with you, I wanted to be a producer. I said I want to be on the road to be a producer. And then after doing a production manager, I was like, oh heck no, I don't want to do that no more. But I changed my mind. But I was just like, it was just a lot of work because you were in charge of everything, you know. But I had to on Strange Love, I was the casting director, I was the production coordinator, I was also the I worked in craft services. I had to make sure we had food, so I was a caterer. I was giving out checks, so I was working in the finance department. I did like almost every job because it was a small team, and you just had to be everywhere. So
Yeah.
wherever they needed me to be, that's where I was. If something need, oh, I worked on, I sat and I had to change the script at times, you know, because if we were running over time, I had to change the script and make sure that it's still what the continuity was still there. So I was a script supervisor in a sense. I was a writer on that, even though it wasn't my script, but I had to go and do those things. I was a referee because stuff was happening. I was a receipt finder because we had to find receipts that, you know, to be able to go with the things that were being bought. I was in BJ's buying stuff. Like it was a lot of things, but when I look back at everything, I'm blessed because it made me a better filmmaker. I believe because I got to see the ins and out on what it was like to really make a movie. You
Yeah.
know, so now when I'm writing a script, I know I don't need this scene because this scene is going to cost money because we have to set up this room, set up this hallway, you know, with the lights, with people, with decor, whatever it is, set decorations. We have to do all these things, and that's going to cost time and money because it's in a sense a company move from one location of the place to another. So maybe I don't need that, you know. So it taught me a lot of things, and when I look at it in hindsight now, when I was crying about it at times, and ready to give up and ready to quit, because there was numerous times when that happened. God was it was a reason because He knew one day I was going to be able to be here, you know, to talk about my new film, Urban Flesh Eaters, which you know I co-produced and co-executive produced and wrote, you know, co-wrote and you know, so I believe all those jobs were necessary, you
Yeah.
know. At the time it wasn't, I didn't think they were, but now I know the revelation is there that these were necessary for me to be where I'm at now. Now
Yeah.
it makes me a better developer as far as developing scripts, better as far as developing characters. Like, and I gotta say, it's not just a set part of it, but also your mentorship. Because all the things I've been in your mentorship since 2020. I tell you about I'm furniture. I've been there, I'm not leaving. And I learned so much, you know. I learned so much in the mentorship, and I know because I know when I walked into your mentorship, you couldn't tell me my script wasn't bomb. It was trash. And I'm not talking about this one here. Talking about my first script, my other script that it wasn't as good as I thought it was. It's better now. It's amazing now, you know. But I learned so much between being in class and then using what I learned and on set. So I hope I answered that question. I know I said a
You
lot.
did. You did. It was good. We needed to hear it. And one of the things is you mentioned your co-producing team. We're going to bring them up later. Where I want to shift to right now, we have one of your cast members, Maurice, in the building. So right before we bring Maurice on, I want you to tell us what is Urban Flesh Eaters all about and give us the short version because you're going to bring up Maurice and tell us the character that he plays and we're going to dig in a little bit more. So start with what is this movie that's coming out on September 23rd?
It's about love. It's about resilience. It's about horror. So you have a mother who is a nurse who was widowed, and now she's about to move from her apartment that she's in to a whole new life and leave this life behind. But then the zombies come in, and she gets separated from her children, and now she has to fight like hell to get back to her children. And Maurice, who's about to come on, is our hero, our muscle who comes in and saves the day, or at least
I
tries
love
to.
it.
Come on, Maurice. Come on here with us. Come on, let's hear about
Oh,
this.
hold on. Oh, these muscles. What you say?
He
Oh,
got
I know.
muscles.
Listen, you know, Lynette, they play this back. They're gonna be posting this everywhere. They're gonna send it to y'all so y'all can post it. So Maurice, you're gonna have to make sure you show them some muscles now. She done pulled it up.
That what you want? That what they want? They
Yeah,
need
yeah,
that.
yeah. I see you got the shirt. Yeah, yeah.
Come on with the urban black
Trust me,
Eagles.
we had him. He was. I don't know if you want to talk about this, but
Go ahead. Go. No, 'cause I know what you're gonna say. I know what you're saying. Go ahead. Say it.
when Wardrobe cut his shirt up,
Yeah.
he didn't like it because his nipple was out. They cut him on the nipple. He was not
Yeah.
happy about that. Okay.
That is so
We
funny.
were good about it. I mean, it looked great to us, but he was not happy about that.
Nah, because it was cold in there. Because it was cold in there. That's why. I had one warm nipple, one cold nipple.
Funny. I love this. I love a nice reunion. So Maurice, making the cut is where we highlight filmmakers, writers, producers for their work, celebrate them, the people who are on the journey with them. And of course, tonight, we've been celebrating Lynette, her journey as a writer. And then obviously she has this movie coming out, Urban Flesh Eaters, where you are our hero. So the question that I have for you is, what was it about this script that attracted you to the project? Because that's why all the people gonna run and want to see it. So tell us, what was it?
So for me, first of all, what attracted me to it was, for one, it was Lynette. That's one thing. She has been very instrumental in my career. A lot of my firsts have been through her, so that was one thing that attracted me. Not before I even read the script, it was her. Secondly, when I read it, I saw parallels with my own life. Being misunderstood, being ignored, not being known, thought to be a criminal. You know what I mean? So a lot of things, and then also with that a deep search for love, because that was one of the things that I had a hard time with in my life, because it was just something that wasn't afforded to me in a way. So me and Blaze have a lot of parallels, just real life parallels that I love. And then I love the fact that I had an opportunity to really do some action in there. I got to kick a little zombie ass. That was cool. Everybody loves that. So really loved it.
I love that. I love that. I mean, even when you said the action, when I think of the movie, I feel like there's so many different points that still relate to reality, right? It's a zombie horror movie, but it's a mom trying to save her daughter. It's that action. It's that we gonna survive, right? Because some of us, we got that mentality that I don't care what's happening. I'm living. I'm not dying. I'm not.
Yep.
Right? And so I felt like I really think that people will resonate with the story. I want to talk about just this whole movement of zombies, vampires, just everything that is kind of been happening over the last years. It's gained its popularity, and of course, once Sinners came out, everybody went crazy. What would you say about just this genre being able to now flourish?
So I would say it's the return to the fantastic. You know what I mean? Return to things that are not in real life, because we are constantly bombarded by things that are real, the things we have to deal with in our real life. We need something that we can imagine. You know what I mean? Something that we can pretend and escape. It's the return to escapism.
Yeah.
Because there's heavy things going on in the world. We good on the real stuff. We cool. Give us a minute. Let's go mess with some robot zombies and do some kung fu. Can we do that for a little while? Because the world itself is a heavy place on its own. So I think the return to the fantastic, the mythological, and just sci-fi and all those things, it's making a resurgence because we need it. Mentally, we need an escape. We need to get away from it.
Yeah, no, I love that. I love that because one of the things, I'm gonna tell y'all the truth, right? When I watched Sinners, I didn't know what I was going to see. I was filming at the time. My husband was in town. One of my daughters that does not work in the business was in town, and they were like, "Oh, let's go see Sinners." Now, I shot a movie called Sinners Wanted, so I thought that that's kind of what I was going to see. right? But when I got in there, I was like, oh, whoa, this this about to be real serious. So I found myself like, oh wow, how did I miss the mark? Right? You know, a lot of times when you're working head down a lot, you're not paying attention. You just need, you need to go support certain films. But as soon as obviously the movie ended, of course, there was all this talk about how this movie had just really transformed the industry and what people are putting out, want to see, and escapism is literally what everybody has been talking about. So I feel like Urban Flesh Eaters is going to do extremely well. People are going to love it. I cannot wait for them to see you, Maurice. I'm so proud of you. And I'm gonna have a lot to say when this movie comes out about you. Okay.
Can I say? Can I just say something? And this is a side note. I would just want to tell Tressa, I want to tell you thank you, and Lynette, I want to tell you thank you. The reason why I would tell you ladies thank you is because there's only been 2 times in my entire career. I've been on so many networks, and there's only been 2 times in my entire career I've been on BET and I've been on all black network, predominantly black networks. And both times was Megamind Media. It's up on my wall. It was The Pink Fight, and it was Wicked City Season 2, The Hammer. So if people be like,
Wicked City jacket on tonight.
And so when people ask me like, oh, have you worked with, it's always, have you worked with, BT, Tyler Perry? I said, I've been on those stations 2 times in my entire life. And it was the same 2 women that put me on, and I thank you so much for that. It means a lot to me that a lot of my firsts came through Megamind Media, came through Trust Smallwell, came through Lynette J. Blackwell. Smallwell.
Won't be the last. Won't be the last. We are looking forward to working with you again. We're excited about your success. We're excited about your role in this movie. And Maurice, they're getting ready to bring up our next guest, and then we're going to show the trailer. So when we show that trailer tonight, hopefully you can hang tight so you can see the responses to the trailer.
Oh, I'm good. Let's ride. I'm hanging with you. I got Instagram over here. I got Facebook over there. I got TikTok popping off.
Yes. Go watch, and then the team will be sending you all of this to send for replays later. But we are so happy that you joined us. Thank you so much for
coming. Thank you, Maurice. Thank you. Thank you so much. Like, I knew when we wrote Blaze's character, like, I had people in mind.
Okay.
I know you're bringing up Chantal. That's a whole nother story, right?
Yeah.
But I knew I wanted to work with Maurice from casting him on those 2 projects. And I just had him in mind. And when I tell you he didn't disappoint, the fact he was so happy to do his own stunts, you know what I mean? And it was just really, really just amazing to watch him in action.
I love that. And I love too that you just said you had somebody in mind. Obviously when we teach our writers in our screenwriter programs, we tell them, have somebody in mind as you write. Even if you can't get this person, we just need to have a visual. Who are you envisioning for these projects, right? And it's funny that whenever Lynette is writing, and we talk about some of the people that she envisions, I can always just see it. So that's just a tip for all the writers who are here, that you should have somebody in mind when you're writing. Now, if you watch the video I posted about Lynette, I included, I stole one of her clips that she did on set of Urban Flesh Eaters with Chantal. And so we're going to bring Chantal on so that we can talk to her a little bit. This is our leading lady here. Lynette, I'm
number 1.
Have you introduce her when she comes up, the role she played. Look at that, honey. Hey. A family reunion, baby.
Yes.
Hello. Hey, ladies.
Hi.
How are you?
So beautiful.
And I say I just love this look.
Yeah, me too.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I mean, I'm not coming up on here with biceps like Maurice. I saw somebody in the comments say, Maurice, rescue me. I'm not coming with the biceps and the triceps, but that's okay. That's all right.
No, you look amazing. You see, Lynette and I were in film gear tonight. Look, I'm repping Wicked City tonight.
I see Wicked City.
Okay. Is repping her Urban Flesh Eater shirt tonight.
Yes.
Elle was like, look, I'm going to just be beautiful.
Listen, here we are.
So, Lynette, I'm going to have you talk about the role that she plays. And one of the questions that I really want to ask her, and I'll have you, Lynette, to kind of just lead for this part, but I know that you wrote this with Chantal specifically in mind. You said it from day one. So my question is, why her? And once you answer that, I want you to go into the vision that you saw. And then Chantal, you can tell us why you accepted, honey.
I want to say 2020. I was her house mother. Her and Tiffany, I don't let them live that down for a holiday heartbreak. The first time I met the two of them, Tressa said, I need you to be the house mother for these two actors and get them back and forth to set. And I came in like, I'm the house mother. It was funny because they were like, house mother, like, but immediately her, myself, and Tiffany got along so well. And we were hanging out together for that week or two that I was there with them. And when I think it was, it had to be after that, or maybe it was Strange Love. I think it was after that. I told Chantal, I said, I'm going to write a film for you. I'm going to write a film that you're going to be the leading lady, because I just saw so many layers in her. She is a phenomenal actress. She can do it all. Her self tapes are bomb diggity. She calls it her was Chantal.com. She's .com.bomb. Like, she can do it all. And I just admire her work so much. And I knew exactly, especially how she has set etiquette. She doesn't complain, even when there's times that she could be complaining. She's just always a delight. She's always smiling. Although I did get to see her not smiling on set a couple of times because she was tired. But all in all, she's always a pleasure to work with. And I just knew, like, she tugged on my heart. And I immediately was like, I want to write something for her. So when we started writing Urban Flesh Eaters, I never thought of anybody else. It was always going to be her, unless she said no.
I love it. I love it. And then, Lynette, one other thing before we go into why Chantal accepted this role on Urban Flesh Eaters, you touched on something that you met her on the set of Holiday Heartbreak. Well, that was the first time. Well, no, the first time I worked with Chantal in a Megamind movie was in All In, which was in 2017, I think, 2017.
Yeah.
She slayed the role. I mean, all the way, where I was like, whoa. I was like, okay, what are we putting her in next? And, again, when it comes to set etiquette, for all the actors out there listening, you want to keep running it back with people who you want to work with, right? And everything about her personality. People get tired, yes. And when she's tired, she's like, I'm going to tell you, I'm not smiling today. I'm tired. Okay, that's normal. I'm just talking about good overall character, right?
Yeah.
And so she worked with us in that capacity. And then 2020 was the second time we worked with her, Holiday Heartbreak. At Megamind, we care about our people. So, of course, when it was time for her to have to go in DC, and they were at an Airbnb, I'm like, yeah, Lynette, you're with them, because I need to make sure they're good, right? So knew that Lynette was she was just a trustworthy person. So God always hooks it right up, right? And then after that, we ran it back again. We did other movies together. We did Wicked City. And so I just wanted people to know that that's how it works in the industry. You find that synergy. And I can't wait to do like my first $20 million movie where I could call you and say, Chantal, thanks for rocking with me all these years. That's how the Lord work, right?
Yes, amen. I'm ready. I'm ready.
That's how it works. I just wanted to really just share that. I know we're here to talk about Urban Flesh Eaters, but I wanted people to just know how you are as a human. You're an amazing actress, but man, your spirit, who you are, You bless a lot of people, and you have blessed us at Megamind. You have blessed Lynette in all her capacities, and now you're blessing Urban Flesh Eaters as the number one.
As the number
Number
one. Thank you so
one.
much for that, Tressa. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So Lynette, I'm giving it to you so you can talk about her character, and we can find out why she accepted this role.
Yeah, I feel like I've talked enough. I'm gonna let her talk. She can talk about, she know her character really well.
Let's
So
tell us.
Okay, so when Lynette called me, she called me and she told me about this role, and I was like, of course, like, and actually, she told me when we were filming Holiday Heartbreak, because we were sitting in the kitchen area, me, her, and Tiffany Black, and we were eating. We had some Jamaican food, and she was just like, "I'm gonna write something for you one day," and I was like, "Okay, all right, sure," because people talk, people say a lot of stuff, and so I just, I believe stuff when I see it. So I knew she had a desire to do that, but I was just like, okay, all right, we'll see. But she made good on that. We worked together with Strange Love. After that, also Wicked City. She cast me in those projects as well. And so she called me. She told me about the project. And I'm like, oh, absolutely. And then I read the script. And I'm like, Lynette, this is a great script. It's hilarious. And she's like, hilarious. And I'm like, yeah, it's funny. And she's like, it's supposed to be a horror and a thriller. I was like, no, it is, but it has a level of comedy to it. So we went back and forth about that, because at first she like kind of fought me on that comedic part. I was like, the movie is funny, Lynette. Like, it is really, really funny. But I love the script. Once I read it, the characters, as I was reading it, because I remember I was in the car coming from visiting my mom in South Carolina. So I was in the car, and as I was reading it, the characters were literally popping out of, and I'm reading on my phone. So they're popping out of my phone, and I'm seeing them. So I'm literally seeing these characters. I'm seeing the movie as I'm reading it. And I was like, this is amazing. So as I'm reading it, I'm thinking of actors. Actors are coming to my mind like, oh, this person could play this role. Oh, this person could play this role. So I was excited just because, of course, being the number one, and I'm grateful for Lynette for giving me the opportunity to play this role, because typically I would, in a movie like this, I would usually play my character's best friend, which is an amazing role. Shout out to Ashley. She kills it. But those are typically the roles that I would play. So to not be I'm not the comedic relief. I'm not, funny in this. Like, I am the serious, leading lady, where I feel like typically I don't get seen as that leading lady role. So I was just grateful for that. I was grateful for that opportunity. And she was just like, I'm going to give you your first number one. And she's like, have you ever been number one before? And I'm thinking about it. I'm like, now I've been working in TV and film for over 10 years. No, I have not. So when she said that, I was just like, wow, like you like, similar to what Maurice said, like, this is my first time leading a feature film. And it meant so much more. And it meant so much more because of how we met, because of, it was a genuine connection that we created. It was the first time that somebody called me to be like, hey, I have a role for you, and you don't have to audition for it. And nobody's funny, nothing. This is serious. Like, and I got to fight. I got to do my own stunts too. I know Maurice said, he got to do his stunts, but I got to fight too, which I also enjoyed. So it was really, it was really a great experience. I also got to help with casting, which was great, because I was able to I have an acting studio. So I was able to go in with the actors that I've been working with for years and coaching them, and they've been taking my classes, and I've been helping them with self-tapes. And to me, just to be able to be like, hey, I have an audition for you. Of course, as a casting director, we don't make the final decisions, but the fact that I was able to go to people that I've been a part of their journey as actors and be like, hey, I have an opportunity, that meant a lot to me as well. So to be able to see my name, not just as an actor, but to be able to be behind the scenes, casting and stuff, that was awesome. So I'm really grateful for Lynette, for the connection that we made through working with Megamind, and how we're still able to just continue to create together. So
yeah, you're a jewel, honey. You are a jewel. So listen, what do you think? We're gonna play the trailer in a second. What do you think people are going to love about this movie? Like, why will they want to go see this?
So I think my answer is probably going to be very different from Lynette's, and that's okay. We realize that in our relationship that we're on different extremes, but that's why it works. So I think that this movie is going to be a cult classic, and let me tell you why. Somebody said that to me, and I really agree with them. I think that this movie is going to be a cult classic because it's not just zombies thriller, it's the comedy in it. And I think especially just like, okay, the title is Urban Flesh Eater. So it's not just like, I've seen people comment on the trailer, be like, oh, I'm so scared. There's no reason to be scared. It's like there's so much hitting you at once. So you're going to laugh, you're going to have a good time, you're going to be surprised, there's suspense. And I personally don't know of any other movie that's like it. It's very in its own lane. And I think that that's what makes it stand alone. Like you're not going to watch this movie so that you can be scared and shaking your boots. No, but you still will be. It's still suspenseful. It's still a thriller. And I think because the comedy of it, I personally think that that's what makes it puts it in a category all in its own.
Ooh, cult classic, baby. I mean, listen. All right. Well, listen, they're gonna tee up the trailer. Chantal,
I don't have nothing to say after that. I can't even for your information, I would have said the same thing.
Really? Okay.
So some of it. Okay. Some of it. Okay.
I love it. I love it. This is exciting, Chantal. I can't wait to see you in this movie. I will be tuned in.
She is amazing. Everybody did an amazing job, but I'm so just overwhelmed because she did exactly what I thought she was going to do, but more. And when she did her own stunts, baby, wait till you see her in these stunts. I was like, yes, baby, yes. It was really, really good.
I love it. I love it. All right, Chantal, thank you for joining us. We're going to go play the trailer, y'all. Tune in. Here it comes. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
There are reports of a chemical spill having polluted the metropolitan water system.
Lou, you know what's going on with the water?
Yeah, and they're saying it's not contaminated. We believe in them or no? No. Right.
Water companies in New York and surrounding states are assuring residents that there is no contamination at this time.
We need to leave Henderson ASAP. Okay, what is the rush? I thought you weren't moving until next week. Mark warned me about this. I should fucking listen to him.
Say, honey, Mark is 10. I'm only doing this because I know you'll be a pain in my butt if I don't. Jared, what are you doing? Come on.
Hey, Marisol. Hey, we need you to come over here with us. Take my hand, baby.
This just in. There are multiple reports of a massive zombie outbreak at the Henderson development.
Zombies, like the thing that eats people's brains, is real.
Yes!
No! What? I ain't seen him.
Mr. Elmo!
Get your
It is now confirmed that the drinking water has indeed been compromised. The CDC is advising residents to not drink the water. I repeat, do not drink the water.
Jared, okay, I promise you. I'm not going to let you die, okay?
Motherfucking zombies.
Motherfucking zombies.
Baby. I don't know what Chantal talking about comedy. I'm scared. I'm scared.
It's scary, but it is some comedy in it. You know me, Tressa. I didn't even think I was trying to be funny, but it just happens.
Really, really good. And listen, we're gonna bring Ashley up next. Before we bring her up, clarify for us, where will people be able to watch this and when?
On Tuesday, September 23rd on Prime Video.
Love it. Love it. I need y'all to write that down. Tuesday, September 23rd on Prime Video. Let me talk about real quick how important it is to support our independent filmmakers. They go through a lot to raise money. They go through a lot to find people to support and support financially, so that they can earn their money back. So we're going to be pushing this for you, Lynette, so that everybody can go to Amazon Prime on 9/23 and watch this movie. Okay.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, everyone, in advance.
Fire. All right. So two things
you.
we're going to do, y'all. We know we always end at 9:30. We're going to bring up Ashley, one of the cast members, so we can talk to Ashley. And then once we ask Ashley a few questions, we're going to bring up Lynette's producing partners, and then we're going to let you all go for the night. But making the cut has been everything that we wanted it to be. I love it.
Amen.
All right.
Amen.
Come on, Ashley. Let's do it.
Hey, hey, hey.
Hey.
Hey, beautiful. Look, I'm repping too, Lynette.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Ashley, you did such an amazing job in this movie. Like,
She did.
I mean, so good. So good.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Really, no lie, Lynette's words made it easy. I have a bit of comedy that I like to just be anyway. I'm a jovial type of person, but reading this script, like seriously, she made it immensely easy with the casting, with the script itself, just everything. She made it so that we could create and have fun. And that's exactly what I did.
Wow. I love it. I love it. And was this your first time in a horror / thriller kind of movie?
Yes, it was. So that was a concern of mine. At first, I was like, oh, I've never done it, but I've always wanted to do it. So when I got the opportunity and got casted, I was like, oh my God, I am in a horror film. So yeah, no, it was my first time, but I'm praying it won't be my last, but I had an absolute blast.
I love it. I love it. And Ashley, big question for you. I mean, because this is a significant role.
Mhm.
What advice would you give to either first-time actors who've never been in a film or actors who've been in a few and really just looking to get into a bigger opportunity? What advice would you give them?
My advice is to stay consistent. It's not going to happen overnight. And that is something that is kind of difficult in this industry. You get so used to hearing no's that sometimes you just go with the monotony, just the flow of everything. I would definitely say stay consistent, get into an acting class and stay rooted. So when it is your time and your number is called, that you'll be ready. You'll be ready to go. Take it seriously and just be professional. Make people want to work with you. You said something that was very important and something that I've always heard. It is very important to make sure that people want to work with you. You have to go to set and make sure that someone's like, I like her outside of this, cut. I like her outside of that. And her work ethic, just her energy. Some people come and they're just miserable, they're unhappy, and they can pull that down when it gets to set. So you have to make sure you are top tier. Your energy, you have to know your lines, know what your character brings, and just take this craft seriously.
I love it. Oh, such
advice,
Ashley. Good advice. We're gonna have to have you come talk to our class, honey.
Listen, I'm ready. Let me know because I'm gonna get them in line.
That was wonderful. That was wonderful. I love it. I love it. All right, Ashley. And so one last question for you. Chantal hit us with something earlier. She said, I believe this is going to be a cult classic.
Mm-hmm.
Do you agree?
Oh, of course. Of course. How can I not agree with that? I must agree that there are some comedic parts in there that you guys are going to see. You're going to see because I am the comedic relief. I am the comedy relief. But I really feel like this is something that you're going to want to play over and over and over again. You're going to fall in love with each character that you see. It's not just the comedy and it's not just the horror. Like you really fall in love with the stories. And it's not just one. You'll read a lot of scripts or see a lot of movies where it just kind of falls flat. Not with Lynette's movie. You're not going to fall flat. You're going to be entertained the entire way through. There are stories within the story. And that is something that I really loved about it. And I think once you see it, you're going to have people that you're going to love, and you're going to have people you're going to hate, and you're going to have people that you're going to want to see again. And of course, Maurice's muscles and his nipple, you can't pass that.
Oh my God, Maurice, they are doing you in, brother. They are doing you in. I love it.
When I tell you that nipple was just out, and it was really hilarious. So just check out for his nipple. I hope he got a credit at the end, Lynette, because
Man,
no, the nipple didn't get a credit. I'm sorry.
oh my God, listen, I love it. I love it.
I just want to say too, before I go, I really would like to give you guys both opportunity just to say thank you so much. I actually had a small role in Strange Love as well.
You sure did, Ashley. And you did a great job there too.
Thank you.
Yes.
And I do appreciate Lynette. That was during her casting time, and she, did the same. I would love to give a shout out to Chantal as well. Saw her at ABFF, and she was like, we kind of just clicked and networked, and it shows you to be in the right place at the right time. That's another good thing too. Be in the right place. I wasn't going to go, decided to go, met her, we clicked, and she said, I want you to audition for this movie. And look at God, and it worked out. So I just keep God. God is good. And thank you, ladies, for all the opportunities that you create for people that look like me, people that look different than me, but just it really matters in a world that is so hard, it's full of no's. We really appreciate you too, both of you. Thank you.
Oh,
Ashley,
I appreciate you too. Great job.
Thank you.
Love it. All right, Ashley, we looking for you on the screen, honey.
Be ready.
Thank you for coming.
Bye, y'all.
Bye. She was so funny in this movie, even when she wasn't supposed to be funny. It was just the whole delivery of things. She carried the comedy. It was another person that had comedy in it, but she carried this comedy throughout this film. And the way she protected Chantal's children in the movie was so commendable. Like, you really felt like they were really friends, and like, because they flowed so well, but they were really friends, and she was really protective over her children. So it was I'm just so proud of everybody. It's such an amazing job.
I love it. Well, listen, we're proud of you. Our broadcast ends in 6 minutes. So we're going to end the night with bringing on Lynette's producing team. Tell us who you bringing up.
Well, I'm bringing up Pat Stevens, with my co-producer, who worked closely with me on the film. And I just want, while you bring it up, I want to shout out our amazing director, E.A. Dotson, who's not here, but who did an amazing job at directing this film.
I love it. And then while y'all can go ahead and bring Pat up, also we want to talk about the fact that your co-executive producer is your husband, Babe.
Yes.
And I'm so happy because I remember when he was talking about producing his first movie, he was really just trusting us, Lynette. Like, oh, y'all shoot movies? Oh.
Yeah.
He's legendary hip hop. He knows that world. He didn't know the movie world. So a lot of times you go into producing, you got to go in with a team who really, really knows what they're doing, which is why you teamed up with the amazing Miss Pat Stevens. Look at
you. Can you hear me? No? What?
It's like a lot of feedback. It's loud. You have a headset on?
Yes, a lot of background noise. Not sure where it's coming from.
Now? Yes? No?
It's like an echo, but I think we can get through it. Get through it. It's just an echo.
Okay. Sorry, I can't hear it on this end. But hi, ladies. This is such a great opportunity, and Tressa, I started with you at 2020 at the same time with Lynette. That's how we end up partnering together. We are great friends. I remember hearing Lynette's voice on Holiday Heartbreak. When she walked in, I said, that's Lynette Blackwell. And since then, we have been joined at the hip. And to be able to partner with her on this film has been an amazing experience. Lynette is such a great writer. She knows her craft, and I think we are now. This is probably I think we've done at least 10 to 12 Megamind films together. So to be able to work together as co-executive producers along with her husband, Rob Bass, was an amazing time. We put in some work for this film. I mean, it was like Team No Sleep, but when you look at the final product, I am so happy about it.
I love it. I love it. And Pat, one of the things I want to focus on with you tonight is, we're rallying up support about independent filmmaking, right? So we know we want to send everybody to watch Urban Flesh Eaters on 9/23. Lynette being on Making the Cut tonight. I think it's all clear. We always ask the question, did she make the cut? I ain't even asked the question tonight because we know that this movie has made the cut, right? And
Absolutely.
the cut, can it get to some level of distribution? Should people watch it? All of those answers are obviously yes. What I really want to focus on is just the behind the scenes camaraderie with how teams are built for independent filmmaking. And you touched on the fact that you and Lynette met through working on the Megamind films. But you saw a skill set in her, she saw a skill set in you, and that's how it should be done, right? A lot of times people will watch producers at the Netflix level, the Hulu level, and they're like, how did they do that? Well, this is how they do that. They start together, sharing skills, sharing workloads, in the trenches together, in the mud. So just for you as an independent producer, what advice would you share in terms of people trying to do their first movie? Like what type of people should they look for and where can they find these people?
You definitely have to know what your skill set is, and then find the people that you can build your project around. If you know that your skill set is writing, then you need to find someone who's good at the logistics side of producing, who's good with the financial side, so that you can build a team, because you can't do it all on your own. There has to be a really good team, and then also be able to visit, have the opportunity to be on sets, and when you're on sets together, you see people's skill set and you see where they are, where their strengths are. So you build around that, and when you have the opportunity, you pull those people in so that you can end up having a really great team.
I love it. I love it. That's such good advice, Pat. In closing, I'm going to give the last two comments to both Lynette and Pat. Pat, I'm going to start with you, and then I'm going to go to you, Lynette, and you close us out. When you think about this movie, Pat, what is your proudest moment?
I guess my proudest moment is so many of them, but just the entire cast. I mean, it was such a family connection with everyone. We had such smooth production because of the family camaraderie that the cast and crew had. So I really think, but it definitely starts at the top. I mean, Lynette really wrote an incredible story, and everyone loves it. And because of that, they were so happy to be a part of it, So I think, again, it was so many moments, but overall, it really was the cast and crew that really brought everything together. We had a great time on set.
I love it. I love it. Lynette, you give us final words for the ending of our Making the Cut. What do you want to tell the people about Urban Flesh Eaters coming out 9/23? We salute you, ma'am. Give us the last word.
First of all, I want to just say that I'm just happy and proud of everyone that had a hand in this. Every crew person, our talented stunt coordinators, Tim and Charles, and all the stunt people and everybody who worked and on production. Like, I'm just so proud of this movie, and I'm the fact that my husband came and asked me to do this movie back in like 2014, 2015, and I kind of like shunned him, like, what are you talking about? Because I wasn't really a filmmaker yet. And then to come back to me in the 2020, 2021 and say, come on, let's do it. And then for it to now be here, like, it just that tells you that some things are not made overnight. It takes time. And we've been talking about this movie for years, and now it's finally here. Actually, if it was 2015, this is now 2025. So it's 10 years in the making. So I'm just proud that we finally got it done. It's in the can. It's coming out September 23rd on Prime Video. And I'm excited. And I can't wait for everyone to see it. I can't wait. You're going to love it.
I love it. I love it. Thank you so much, Lynette. Thank you, Pat.
Thank you
all for watching, Making the Cut. Go see Urban Flesh Eaters on Amazon 9/23. God bless and good night.
Thank you so much, Tressa, for having us on.
Yes, absolutely.
I love you.
Good night, y'all. Love y'all.
Good night. Love you too.
Making the Cut. It is Megamind's original series where we're going to highlight filmmakers, actors, producers, all things creative, and people doing it big. We're going to give them a shot right here on this platform.
SWAT spraying up and had their guns out all on the kids. And then they gonna run in the back, got the weed, the money. I mean, for like 10 grand, and took the kids. Oh.
You want to tell me what you did to make Rick want to put a hit out on you? Hey, who told you that?
Don't let that happen. Ain't no happy endings in my life. This is just one win for now.
We'll say we go get you your kids.
Okay. You better learn to protect your own.
Protect your own like you protected me.
I just keep having nightmares about what we did.
You need to wake up, little girl. This is not the American dream.
Everything I do is for these kids.
You're looking at up to 10 years.
Do you know what people around here would do for $10,000?
Collect this 10K Rick got from me real quick, and if you try anything stupid, I promise you, one phone call, they gonna kill her.
This about to get us paid, man. Let's wait till she come up in here tonight.
Is Rick gonna kill us?
No, he's not gonna kill us.
Come on, Rick. Come on. You ain't even built like that. You want some shade?
You must not know we can.
Come on, you.
Can't nobody be trusted.